First of all, the idea that I have in my mind, before coming on stage is to present something, about what's going on in the cyber arena across the globe. But now I have a different thought, and I'm not definitely going to go with all the slide decks that I have prepared for, for this session. But I want to get some more information from you all, getting some ideas about what has happened in your environment, So this is all I'm going to do in the next 20 minutes, okay? And I have two news, okay? Which one you want? You want a good news or a bad news? Both? Okay. Which one first, good or bad? Bad first? Okay. I'm going to be on stage for the 20 minutes. That's the bad news. And the good news is that I will be here only for the 20 minutes, okay? So, without any further ado, let me just go ahead. Right, so this is going to be the agenda, but I'm sure that I'm not going to go with this agenda. Okay, I'm going to go with some statistics in the first place because I want you all to understand what is happening across the globe as far as the cyber threats are concerned. Okay, I know that you probably don't want to go deeper into the technical part, but I have some information for you. I will try to convey that as simple as possible. And please don't forget to reach out to me or my teammates. We are there in the booth, which is right besides you all. At any point of time, you have any questions, either about the statistics I have or the technologies that I'm going to talk about, feel free to reach out to us. We are more than happy to assist you at any point of time. This is an assurance that I'm giving you in the first place. Yes, there are a few things that I will be talking about, like zero trust, IAM, SIEM, because these three are almost inseparable, okay? So you run an organization, you're the CEO, you're the CIO, you're the CTOs, okay? But you all have to understand one thing here. What is that you and your company, or you and your SOC team is, you and your security analyst are, what is that you and your employees are dying hard to protect? That's number one. What is that we as a vendor helping you to protect? Now, what is that the bad actors, that is the intruders are behind? There is something that connects all the three group of people, right? Can anyone tell me what is that? What is that connecting all three of us? You, me, and the hackers. Any idea? Sorry? Once again, sir? Internet, probably a vague answer as of now, but it's a very, think it in a very layman's term. Think it in a very, as a child, what do you think? What is that you're all wanted to protect? What is that we help you to protect? Who said that? Data. Who said data? Approach, sir. Give him a great round of applause, please. Thank you. Yes. And what he said was absolutely right. And I'm going to go with protection of data. That's the first thing that you all need to do. Going back to your organization, insist your security team, insist your SOC team, insist your red and the blue team to get prepared for it. Okay? What are the measures that you have to take? What are the measures that you have to advise them to take is all we will be discussing in the next 20 minutes. Right. So, first of all, there is a huge increase. There is a huge increase in the number of cyber attacks in India. I can probably take you to the next slide deck here, right? India has been the significant victim of cyber attack, okay? So, across the globe, 13.7% of attacks have targeted India. And the reason behind that is my previous slide deck, okay? We have digitized now. And as you can see, I don't carry a wallet. I don't want to go carry a heavy wallet if I want to spend some time in Vizag, right? Because I have mobile. Honestly speaking, I didn't thought of carrying a wallet at all right from Chennai, because I know that I have everything in my mobile. Now, this is creating a huge space for the bad actors, a huge scope for the bad actors to go break the strategies, break all the security firewalls, and to get the data and do all the stealing process, right? So this is making way. I'm not telling that getting digitized is a bad thing, but you have to get digitized with the right security parameter. I have a few examples for you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, probably. Okay, I thought of asking you a question, but just because I have this slide deck already populated, right? Now, the IT and the BPO sectors is where most of the brinies are working, right? How many of you agree to it? When it is compared with the automobiles, compared with the banking and finance, compared with other industries, IT and the BPO sector has the most trained brinies are there. How many of you agree to it? Yes, no? No, not at all? Some answers, please. I know that you are a pioneer in your industry, but me from the IT industry, I thought that, myself and my peers have exceptional brain, but that has been broken. This stats has broken everything, right? Now we are in the attack. We are the most victim of a cyber attack. Okay. Now, a few stats which I don't want to go deeper into it, but I want you to look at the very thing in the bottom of this slide deck, the Zoom. Zoom users, if you are a Zoom user, good luck. Your information and my information is now with the dark website, okay? Right, I'll come back to you. Right, this is one of the most interesting slide deck which I want you to please take a look at it, okay? I have been there once to do a due diligence, like what has exactly happened. Unfortunately, I was not able to identify that, like the root cause of the exact attack. Now, this happened in Dallas Police Department, okay? If you have not seen the ransomware message, how many of you have seen that before? One, two, a few, okay. Most of you have not, but for those who have not seen the ransomware message, how would it look like? This is how it is. And this is exactly the message that the Dallas Police Department have received, have got it when they try to open the sensitive files and folders, okay? So this happened in Dallas. Now, I would like to start with a question, but I'm sure that I won't get an answer to it. Please try to get me an answer, okay? Do you really think the Dallas Police Department has no security mechanisms deployed in their environment? Please give me an honest answer, yes or no? Yes, right? You all agree, yes. Yes, Dallas Police Department has a very good security mechanism because I was there. We conducted a seminar in Dallas, and that's when I got a chance to visit their IT department. I've gone through that, and I have found that, yes, they have a very good security mechanism. They have a very good SIM solution. So as other industries in India, you may probably have a good security mechanism. You may have a XDR, you may have a EDR, you may have a SIEM solution, you may have a SOAR, so on and so forth. Now, why is still India is being targeted? Why is still the cyber attacks are happening very frequently? In my own research, being at ManageEngine for the past 16 years and being an advisory to my my research and development team about what's happening in the cybersecurity, what's happening in the trends in the cybersecurity arena, it's not because that we don't have a security system at all. It is mainly because none of the security systems are configured correctly as per the standards, okay? So, based on the information what I have taken from different companies that I have visited, I have a few suggestions for you. By the way, take a note of this link, okay? If you click this link, This slide deck will be shared with every one of you down the line, so you can take a look at it. The website name is Information is Beautiful. Okay, if you go click this link, or if you go to this website, you will find every information about all the different industries that have been attacked recently. So you can take a look at it later. Right. So I told you that I have a suggestion, right? I have a suggestion for you on how you can tweak or how you can tune your cybersecurity tool that you have within your organization. First thing is that you need to have a good mechanism of collecting logs from every single log source that you have. You may have workstations, all Windows infrastructure. You may have a cloud solution. You may have different clouds platform. You may have Linux operating system. You may have different firewalls, physical firewall or a inbuilt firewall that comes within the system, right? Now, a security solution like SIEM should be capable of collecting logs from all the log sources. And the log sources should happen on the real time. That's the first thing that you have to look at as far as the security thing is concerned. Because what I have seen in different companies, they have laggings, right? So the logs which is received by the log source gets overwritten. The logs may got deleted by the bad actors. So these are all the things that you have to monitor periodically. That's number one. Number two, you need to have a log enrichment mechanism. What is a log enrichment? If at all your log does not have the fully fledged information, like it might not have the first name, last name, it might not have the username, it might not have the IP address. In such scenarios, you need to have a good correlation mechanism that should enrich the report. So eventually, when you file a report or when you send a report to the auditors, make sure that has all the fully fledged information, and that can typically happen. That can typically be done with the help of this correlation mechanism. Okay, and remaining all you should probably be aware of. It's very self-explanatory, but don't forget to tweak the alerts. Don't forget to use filters. Okay, so if your SIM solution is connected or integrated with ITSM, the ticketing tool, ensure that you have good filters configured as per your requirements so that your ticketing tool should not get bombarded with too many false positives, right? These are all the mechanisms that you need to have, you need to enable in your security solution, especially when it comes to a SIM solution. Right, I'm going to use some of the key cybersecurity terminologies. Okay, now this one is IAM. Now, what is an IAM? Anybody has any idea what is an IAM? Sorry? Identity and access management. Right, perfect. So the definition of IAM, it gives you a digital identification to the users. With the help of that, the users will gain authorization over the data that you have. Okay, that is a simple term called IAM. Now, there are different pillars that helps you to build an IAM. The first thing is the authorization. Now, authorization is pretty much available on the user side, where the users will authenticate into the system by giving the credentials, right? The credentials is nothing but the username and password. So you have a workstation, you have a mobile phone where you unlock it with the help of a patent, right? That itself is an authentication. Now, with the increasing in the cyber attack, do you really think the single authentication is essential? Absolutely no. So, in order to build a good or a secured ecosystem, make sure you have a multi-factor authentication. Now, I talk about a multi-factor authentication. It doesn't mean, it's not because we provide a MFA solution. There are different vendors providing MFA solutions, but ensure that you choose the right one. Okay, so MFA is one of the critical aspect or a critical factor that would enhance your security solution, because the users are logging into different platforms. They log into their computers, they log into the cloud, they log into the cloud application, ensure that everywhere the MFA could be applied. Okay? Now, the second pillar of an IAM is authorization, where it's pretty much with the administrators, where the administrators would define what level of permissions the users needs to have in order to access. For example, you have a financial data, right? Not everybody will need to have an access to it. So refrain giving permissions to the to the unnecessary users. That's our suggestion as well. That's one of the core topic of an IAM which you need to handle. And then you have the user management. How are you managing your users onboarding? How are you managing your users departmental change? If a user is getting changed from one department to another department, are you doing everything manually? That is a question that you need to ask the respective people. How easy is that? How easy is that for them to do all the changes? That's a critical thing. Then the last one is the auditing. I come back to the auditing part. Okay. Then comes the zero trust module. Okay. Right. I have a quick question once again. ManageEngine sells a zero trust product. Is my statement correct? Is my statement, or can you please point out to any product in the name of zero trust, or they can sell a zero trust product? Yes, sir. No. Somebody said no? Okay, you have an answer, sir? Okay, I will just try to rephrase the question. Is the name of the product itself is a zero trust? No, right? Okay. I'll come to the answer. The answer is absolutely no. No product would sell, no manufacturer would sell a zero trust product. Zero trust is not a solution. I mean, it is just a strategy. It is only a strategy with all the three principles that you see right here. The first strategy is always verify and never trust anyone. Number two, use the least privilege access. Number three, assume every day in you go to the office, assume that something has gone wrong in your organization. Something has gone wrong. The data has been compromised. Your assets have been compromised with something. Now, what would you typically do if at all a data is compromised? What's the first thing that you would do? What would you do if your organization has gone to a cyber attack? Check what? Backup. Fantastic answer, sir. I really appreciate that. But more than that, what would you do? That's an action. But before even doing that action, what would you do the first thing? Communicate. That's a good answer again. Analyze. Exactly. Analyze, right? So you have to know how the system got compromised. You have to go look into the logs and understand what went wrong. Okay, so the data is exactly what you have to understand, right? Now you have to go look into the logs to understand what went wrong in your organization. So I have many things to explain. Unfortunately, I would like to skip everything and would like to say what we have at ManageEngine, unfortunately. But I will be available at the booth anytime. You can just talk to me personally. Right, so ManageEngine offers all these solutions, okay? ManageEngine has a perfect SIM solution that has all the characteristics of a SIM included in it. So we have a real-time log collection, we have real-time alerts, we have integrations with certain systems, including your ITSM tool. For example, if your workstation got compromised, this tool can raise a ticket in your ticketing software, and you can also take some actions. You have predefined workflows where you can define what action can be taken if at all your system is compromised. That's number one. Number two, we have AI implemented in some of the tools that you look at right here. For example, if at all you have a ITSM tool, a ticketing software, we have AI-based chatbot where the chatbot would interact with all of your users before even raising a ticket. It is going to tell you, hey, you are going to raise a ticket for this, but I have a suggestion already. It gives some intelligent answers to the users based on the knowledge base that you have created. Accordingly, it would reduce the number of tickets that is going to hit your ticketing software. That is pretty much available. We do have a fully fledged IAM solution, Identity and Access Management, where the entire user lifecycle management could very easily be done with the help of our solution. For example, it's all automated, where if your PeopleSoft has some information added, that is a HR person added some information to the PeopleSoft, our tool can go pick that information automatically and the users can get created. It is not just the users, it does a lot more things. If you need to have more information, feel free to approach me at any time. Thank you so much for the very short information that I've given, that you have listened to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. Thank you.